Okay, so what's up guys? In today's video I'm gonna show you how to make a young mal type beat. And the loop that I'm going to use in today's video is going to be available in my new loop kit dropping next Sunday. The loop kit will be full of these young mal and Lil Got It type melodies. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because 96% of people watching my videos are not subscribed to my channel, so make sure to fix that and subscribe to my channel, and let's get right into it. This is the sample that I'm going to be using today. The first sound that I used in this melody is from Pigments. It's called Reverse Box, and this is the melody that I layered down. In this type of beat you want to use some bells or mallets, and you want to keep your melody very simple. As you can see, I only used the root notes of the scale and these notes that are next to each other. Then I copied this melody and I pitched it up 5 semitones by holding down Shift and clicking the up arrow 5 times. And as you can see, I changed this last note to F. This is the melody with no effects on. For the effects, I used the half time, and this is the source. I'm not gonna lie to you, every time I make some kind of dark bell melody or dark mallet melody, I use this preset. It's just the default settings, but I set the loop to 1/8, and it's going to add a little bit of low end and it will sound more dark. Next, I use Valhalla Uber mode with a preset called Cross Diffusion, and I turn down the mix to 26%. Then I used this Shaper Box 2 with a filter module with this preset, which can be found in a creative. It's this fourth one. I didn't touch anything here, I only turned down the mix knob to 20%. And on top of everything, I added this equalizer to cut out all the low frequencies, high frequencies, and reduce some frequencies around here. And this is the melody with all the effects on. The next sound that I used is this bell one shot called Ambient. I set the mode to stretch so it won't change its length when it's playing in a higher octaves or lower octaves. I layered on this very simple melody, which is again only the root notes and a D for a better transition, and I copied it and pitched it up 5 semitones again. This is the melody with no effects on. For effects, I use this Shaper Box with a volume module with my own preset. As you can see, it's very fast tremolo, and I set the length to 1/8. Then I use the Portal with the preset called Cave Drop. Next, I use this equalizer to cut out all the low frequencies and all the high frequencies and to reduce some frequencies around here. And on top of everything, I added this Pancake 2. I left the wave as it was, but I set this length to 4 bars and I set the mix to 64%. This is the melody with all the effects on. The next sound that I used is from the X-Bond 2. It's from the Ancient Pets and it's called Organish Pulsar. And I layered on this melody, which again only uses the root note and the notes that are next to each other. This is what the melody sounds like with no effects on. For the effects, I used the halftime again with the loop set to 1/8. Then I added this chorus June 6 by Arsuria with a default preset, and I didn't touch anything here. And on top of everything, I added the equalizer to clean it up a little bit. This is what the melody sounds like with all the effects on. Then I use the serum, and the preset is called Cine. It's the lead from Amethyst Bank, and I did exactly the same thing as with everything in this melody. I only use the root note and the notes that are next to each other. This is the melody with no effects on. For the effects, I used this distortion tube culture by Arturia with a preset called London Dance Synth. Then I used this Valhalla Vintage Verb where I changed the color to 1980s. I turned down the pre-delay, I turned down the decay, I turned down the mix as well, and I played around with the low cut knob. Then I added this equalizer to clean up the sound again, and on top of everything I added this fresh air with a preset called Presence Pop. This is the melody with all the effects on. Then I use this bass called Classic. This is the bass with no effects on. For the effects, I only used this equalizer to cut out all the low frequencies below 30 Hz and to cut out all the high frequencies above 14.5 kHz. And on top of that, I added this fruity soft clipper where I turned up this threshold a little bit. And the last sound that I used in this melody is this Noir Pure, which is just a regular piano. I play the root notes of the melody and I pitch them very, very low to C2 and F2. This adds this very, very dark vibe to the melody, and this is the melody with no effects on. And for the effects, I only used this equalizer to clean it up. When I had all the melodies done, I routed them all to this bus and I added this equalizer to clean it up a little bit. I cut out all the low frequencies below 30 Hz and I reduced the frequencies that were peaking very high. Then I added this virtual tape machines, and the last thing that I used is this virtual mix rack with a mix bus FET. And this is what the final melody sounds like. And now I'm gonna make your heart beat with the melody that I made. Okay, the beat is done. The only thing that I want to show you is the way that I made these low hi-hats. First, you want to set this envelope and then you want to go down to very low octaves. I went to C3 and make some rhythm. as you can see, I used a lot of effects on this hi-hat. So first I used this fruity laugh filter with a sequenced gate. Then I added this effect tricks with this preset. On top of that, I added a phaser called Bytron by Arturia with a preset called Funky Auto Wah. Then I added this fruity reverb too. I played around with a size knob, low cut knob, weight knob, and decay. Then I added this equalizer to filter it out. On top of that, I added this Auburn sounds to add a little bit of saturation. And the last effect that I added is this S1 stereo imager by Waves to spread the sound a little bit. This is the hi-hat without the effects. And this is the hi-hat with effects. Okay, and that's it for today's video. So if you like this video, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new loop kit every 2 weeks and new tutorial every 2 weeks. It's a loop kit on Sunday and a video on the next Sunday. And don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.